Welcome to Batman vs. Everybody, where we pit Batman versus, everybody. Have you ever wondered who has more money, Bruce Wayne or Elon Musk? Or what about who would win in a fight between Chuck Norris and Batman?
Every other week, we'll discuss the Dark Knight's encounters through pop culture's multiverse with your hosts, Josh and Ever. Follow us across social media, all across social media on Instagram at Batman vs. Everybody, Twitter, Bat vs. Everybody, and Facebook at Batman vs. Everybody. Also, be sure and check out our website, www.batmanvseverybody.com, where you'll be able to find our podcasts and pretty much everything that we talk about on our episodes.
Welcome to Batman vs. Everybody, where we pit the Dark Knight versus everybody. On today's episode, Batman takes on Captain Marvel.
All right, let's get into the tale of the tapes and see what these two contenders have to bring to the ring today.
First off is Batman, born Bruce Wayne, 6'2", 210 pounds, aka matches Malone. Abilities include genius-level intellect, peak human physical condition, skilled martial artist, and expert detective.
And on this episode, we have Captain Marvel going up against Batman, aka Carol Danvers, 5'11", 165 pounds. She's a human Kree hybrid, also known as Miss Marvel, binary, WarBird. Her abilities include superhuman strength, speed, endurance and stamina, energy blast, and absorption. And she can fly.
And we'll do round one.
One.
Right? So we do round one origins. Batman, Bruce Wayne, Bruno Diaz, the Dark Knight, the Cape Crusader, world's greatest detective. What else has to be said that isn't already known? Bruce Wayne lost his parents in crime alley. They got shot by either the Joker, Jack Napier, whoever you think might have, Joe Chill, depending on what multiverse you subscribe to. There's so many different iterations out there that you can go from. But he's basically lost his parents, decided to fight crime so that would never happen to anybody else, and has fought crime since. That's the origins. It's something everybody knows. We've seen 4 or 5 movies already based on it.
So Captain Marvel's movie is barely coming out in cinemas and theaters here. So I had to do a little digging on to find out exactly who Captain Marvel was and what her origin story was. So pulled up some publication history, and the character first debuted, it says in the title, Marvel Superheroes, as an officer in the United States Air Force and security chief of a restricted military base, where Danvers meets Dr. Walter Lawson, the human alias of alien Kree hero Captain Marvel. In a later story, Danvers is caught in the explosion of a Kree device after trying to get close to Captain Marvel. Although Captain Marvel does manage to save her life, Danvers sustains serious injuries. She resurfaces with superhuman abilities, and becomes a hero, Mrs. Marvel, in a self-titled series in 1977. In that series, it's revealed that the energy exposure from the explosion of that device, called a Psyche Megatron, caused Danvers' genetic structure to meld with Captain Marvel's, effectively turning her into a human Kree hybrid. So that's how she became Captain Marvel, is what I'm reading here for the first time, because I haven't read any of her comics. I know you ever are the comic aficionado. So you have any words on Captain Marvel?
Yeah, you know what? So I haven't actually read any of her comics either, but I'm pretty sure some of our listeners out there watched 1994 X-Men the animated series. If you remember in the episode where Rogue's origins, in the episode, how she Rogue the X-Men obviously takes other mutants' powers, but in the Rogue episode, she actually takes Captain Marvel's powers. That's how she's able to fly. That's how she's got super strength. That's how all that stuff. So Rogue basically, during the 90s, takes Captain Marvel's powers. So that's why we don't really hear about Captain Marvel as much as we would. Yeah, that happened in the comics, and that also happened in the animated series in the 1990s. Wow. So something different. Yeah, that's how Rogue. Well, not in the movies, obviously. The movies is different, but in the comics, right, Rogue is basically Captain Marvel. That's what she is. That was their way of kind of killing her off, and then she resurfaced in the 2000s for a little bit.
All right. Well, that's their origin stories. Let's see what we got in round 2. Then round 2 noise.
Round 2, bum bum bum, whatever. So round 2, resources. The trial and error kind of works.
Did that go?
Okay, so round 2, resources. Batcave, Batmobile, and basically anything you could put a bat in front of, he's got. So not only is he a billionaire with a net worth of over $9 billion US American, a genius with an IQ between 160 and 180, but he's also a martial artist with his own fighting style called Casey. Batman's going to win round 2 for sure, hands down.
I don't know about that, man. So the resources that Captain Marvel has, she was the rank of a colonel in the United States Air Force. Was did Batman ever serve in the military?
No,
I don't
didn't have
think
to.
so. Just because he's a billionaire playboy, whatever, man. Captain Marvel, working person. She also served as a pilot and an intelligence officer, and was a NASA security officer. She has like the full, every freaking. She has United States government behind her. She has all that training. She has
So she's
everything.
a Girl Scout. She's a
No,
Girl Scout. Okay.
no way. No way.
She's a Girl Scout. Okay, that's cool. So the cookies too. What does she like? Samoas? Oh, I'm sorry. No. Caramel delights. Caramel delights.
Caramel
Sorry
delights didn't mean
Caramel
Smash.
delights.
No,
That's
I don't think so. In addition, she also hangs out with the freaking Avengers. Does Batman have anybody to fall back on?
Yeah, the Justice League. Or as I like to call them, Batman and his bitches.
Oh, come on, man. So we have all.
That out.
Yeah, we have all the. I don't know how much money she has. It doesn't matter. She doesn't need money. She's literally one of the most powerful superheroes who isn't a god, so that she has that going for her.
She's got no money because of the government shutdown. She's a government employee, right? So there you go. Trump's got her money.
Oh, that's funny.
So for round 2, I definitely have to say the Bat takes it. Money over everything, fighting over everything, knowledge over everything. There you go.
I'll let you have that one, but we're gonna get to round 3 here in a bit, and I have some words to say about little Batman fighting against Captain Marvel.
3, mano a mano. So this is Batman's forte. This round is what makes Batman Batman. So Captain Marvel is basically female Superman in layman's terms. She's Superman but female. That's what she is.
No way, man.
She's half Kree, half human. Superman's half human. He's full Kryptonian, but he's half human because of his mom and dad raising him as a human. So in the same thing, Batman's beaten Superman countless times and twice on Sundays. Outcome's going to be the same if you put him against Captain Marvel, hands down.
I don't think so, man. Look, I'm going to name off some of her abilities, all right? And we're going to go through this. She has superhuman strength, superhuman endurance, superhuman stamina. She has physical durability, and she has precognitive seventh sense. So literally, she's going to know what Batman is going to do. So she already knows what he's going to do. How can you beat that? How? Tell me.
So she's going to know what she thinks Batman's going to do, but Batman's always 7 steps ahead. So while she's thinking of the first step, he's already on the 4th step. While she's thinking of the 3rd step, he's already on the 6th step. No. That's it doesn't matter. She's female Superman. She's a Girl Scout, not a Boy Scout. Batman takes those out 2 times a day, 3 times on Sunday. No
she
competition.
Also has the ability to travel at light speed, and she has the ability to survive in vacuum of space. So literally she can freaking take him up. She can fly. Did you know that? She can fly, take him up into space where Batman will not be able to survive. Yes or no?
Well, yes and no. So Batman's obviously always prepared for the worst case scenario. That's what the Bat Belt's for. That's what everything that all the training that he's gone through.
He's gonna have to call the old dude who's his butler to say, "Send me my spacesuit." That's what he's gonna do. How is he gonna do that? How is Alfred gonna do that when she is literally taking him light speed up into the atmosphere to kill him? Oh, oh, how? I don't think so.
I should have done my research for that. That's perfect. That's good. That's really good. I should have done more research. That was a good way to go about it. I'm trying to think what to say. I'm I don't know what to say. You got me there. You got me there. I mean,
So,
I just keep going back to the same thing where, again, everybody knows this. She's female Superman. If he's beating Superman, she can be He can be Captain Marvel. It's the same thing. Superman's taking him up. Superman's taking him around the world. Around the world. Superman has super strength. It's the same thing. It's the same thing. Batman's gonna have a way to go around it, and it's not just the same old thing that everybody says. Oh, why is Batman gonna win? No, because he's Batman. Well, it's true. He's Batman. That's why he's gonna win. He's Batman. He's gonna have already thought about this. You have to give him prep time so that he can think about how ways to beat her. You know.
that's funny, man. I still think that. So she has superhuman strength and durability, and she can fly 6 times the speed of sound. So you're saying that Batman's already gonna know that she might be able to kill him by taking him into space, so he'll have something ready.
Yeah, for sure. So the Justice League Tower is actually in space. And who built it? Batman built the Justice League Tower. Those Justice League people don't know how to build anything. Batman's the one who builds everything. He built the Justice League Tower already. He's already going to have backup in space. He's going to know exactly what Captain Marvel's thinking before she even knows what she's thinking. Even though she's got the precog, it doesn't matter. Batman knows what he's doing. He's not going to go into a fight blind. So going into space, that's something that Superman's already done to him. Okay.
So, well, I'll tell you what. I'll give you this round because Captain Marvel wins. I'll accept defeat on this one because unlike Batman, I wasn't properly prepped. I didn't think about you just sending them up into the sky and into space. I know it's happened before in a comic. The issue just escapes me. I'm sure some of the listeners are going to be like, "You're not a true Batman fan." I am, but again, I read so many comics that it all just kind of melts into one, and you don't know if it's New 52, you don't know if it's DC Rebirth, you don't know if it's Batman Beyond. It all kind of melts into one. But yeah, we'll go ahead and do round 1 is Origins. Nobody wins that one. Round 2, Batman's got the most resources. Come on, like it's
Batman
does
does have some resources.
Captain Marvel's a government employee. Trump can stop her pay whenever. Let's just say that it doesn't even have to be Trump. It could be the president can stop her pay whenever he wants. She's gonna have to sell Girl Scout cookies to supply the tailor to do any repairs on her suit. And round 3, we'll give it to Captain Marvel. So the fight ends in a draw for this round.
Hey, draw for this first episode of Batman versus everybody. I'll take it. You know what? I would have to say this was a good start. The first episode, we'll see what we got coming up in the next couple episodes. Definitely be sure and follow us on all social media platforms. We're Batman versus everybody, except for Twitter, because Twitter didn't like how long, Batman versus everybody was. It's Bat versus everybody, and not the full word versus, just VF. So BATVS, everybody on Twitter. On Instagram, it's Batman vs. Everybody. And on Facebook, be sure and go ahead and give us a like, Batman versus Everybody on Facebook. That being said, thank you very much for listening. Ever, any last words?
Yeah, definitely. Check out our Instagram too, because every time we drop an episode, we will be dropping new artwork by Rick.Draws on Instagram. He actually supplied the artwork for this episode, and it's awesome. It's an homage towards BVS, Batman versus Superman, the scene where one of the most famous scenes in the movie, where it says, "Tell me, do you bleed?" Well, instead of Superman, it's Captain Marvel. So go check that out on our Instagram, Batman versus Everybody.
I was gonna say, and all the music by Angel. Huge shout out to him. I'll put his website on our Instagram page and all that good stuff. Anyway, thanks for listening, y'all.
Thank you.
Bit of the after show after we recorded the episode Captain Marvel. Ever got a chance to go see Captain Marvel on opening night? It's out today, which is the 8th. But everyone to go see it last night. So what are your thoughts on Captain Marvel, and how do you like it? Do you think she can still beat Batman?
No, definitely not. I am so upset at the fact that this is recorded after the fact, and I should have been more on my toes when we recorded the first one. But then again, like I said on the episode, it's my fault. I wasn't prepped like Batman's always prepped for the worst situations. But and we saw the movie. I went with my wife. She is not a comic fan at all. She liked it. So for casual fans, which is what Marvel's going for, I guess you're gonna like the movie. You know, she had no complaints about it. Maybe it was a little bit too long, but everything's always too long. 10 minutes, 20 minutes too long. The one thing for somebody who I didn't know too much about Captain Marvel, but the one thing is from the little bit that I did know about the Skrulls and about the Kree and about a little bit of Captain Marvel's origins, they kind of flipped it on its head. So it's not really what you go in thinking that it's going to be. So that's pretty cool, I guess. If you have something to look forward to, and if you haven't seen it, the fact that they don't do it the way that you think they're going to do it, flips it on its head, pretty cool. Powers, yeah, the powers are, she's Superman, really. That's really what it is. But the one thing that I wish I could have added to our first episode is that she's very, I don't want to say she's weak-minded, but she's very easily manipulated. There you go. That's something that I can say. She's very easily manipulated. Not weak-minded. That's not the right thing to say. But she's very easily manipulated, much like Superman. You know, good heart, good person. And Batman's not a good person at his core. So that gives him the one up there. Because of the fact that she's got two split lives, what she was before she became a Kree warrior, and then after her Kree warrior, it kind of puts her at odds with who she is. So that's something that Batman, if I would have thought of this again, could have actually used to his advantage, because again, he's the only person in the comics, in the DC Comics multiverse, that actually scares Scarecrow, and Scarecrow only feeds on people's fears. So if you can scare somebody who feeds on people's fears, and you have somebody who's not weak-minded but who's easily manipulated, perfect. So that was another one up. Again, this is my fault. I should have thought about this when we were doing our episode, but it is what it is. But yeah, go check out Captain Marvel. I tell you one thing though, the mid-credit scene is awesome. It is definitely worth the mid-credit scene, if nothing else. It goes in perfectly into what the next what the next continuity of the MCU is, which is Endgame. And then there's an after credit scene too. That one's just pure comedy. If you want to stay for it, that's fine. If you have to go to the restroom, go to the restroom. You're not missing anything. But the mid credit one though, stay for the mid credit one.
Cool. Anyway, thanks for listening, y'all.
Thank you.